You can swap chaos for comfort this winter. Book now.
Hi there. Here we are again, guys, and we do have another for us, which is clearly FHE. The FHE today literally Earth, yeah, and we're talking about a massive pump. Now here, yeah, 100% is a big number. A lot of people basically they do expecting a pullback, but on some cases liquidity sweep grabbed. So we do have live liquidity on this area, but this liquidity is sweeps, guys. So the only liquidity is here is this right here. We do see many sellers. So what we do expect from this is the price to come to us. Once price gonna come to us, then we acting like hunters. It's not necessary to run behind it. Is this swept? No. So we do have this one is liquidity sweep. So we do have liquidity this area and this area. And after that, we're expecting a pullback up here. So we're talking a pullback around 15%. Not that bad. So what we're gonna do? How we play it? We play it very smart. Small sizes, play it safe. All right, nice, simple. So what we're gonna do is, it's not necessary to run behind it. Leave it to come to us. It's fine. So you do have, yeah, you have a sweep there. 0.8. Let's put 10% of our account. Yeah, the only reason I take this trade happens. And here what we're gonna do is we do have, and it's opened. We do have one here and the other one 0. Now the good one basically is right here, 0.763. Here where we're gonna play nice. Because you do expect a pullback, right? Even if price does seems to look at its crumbling, believe me, it's not. Sellers are way too many, and most of them need to be liquidated. Zero point 0.0764. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. Price, as you can see, is coming to us. We are not going to the price. Price is coming to us. Everything is live. Everything you can see. Every trade of ours is absolutely legit. Don't forget, it's very important here to understand what exactly you're doing. Our take profit is right here, not up, 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 or anything. It's right there. Why that? Clearly, because this was never a sweep. This area never swept. This area has been actually neither this, but yeah, who cares to be honest? And we do look basically for 13%, let's say. Everything we do it live, guys. Every single thing, 0.09. Mm. That would be amazing, actually. Sweet. But look how you do play it, right? You can understand. We can easy add here. We can easily add. As you can see, our areas has been marked. The green one is liquidity sweep, and this one is the liquidity. So what we're doing, yeah, we going with the flow. We don't force the market. We let the market to come to us, and we taking the profits and we disappear basically. We're just following. It's not that. Price doesn't have a big reaction on this area, but we want the price to come here down. Yeah, we want the price to come right here. So the theory behind it, many shorts has been opened here because you do have one, two, three rejections, right? Theoretically, a big, but you do see a massive liquidity need to be taken as well. Know what I mean? Which liquidity? This liquidity. Oh, come on. No. So this liquidity and this, I will mark it with red. Because this liquidity need to be taken. Because market cannot go down before grab every single liquidity. Why? Because the other system. That's how simple it is. And now look. Now price taking this. We're gonna take this one as well. Except from here, we're gonna see a bounce. But this way or another, we are winners. Because that's what we do. We win. Sellers are far, man. Whoa. 0.24 ratio, guys. This is incredibly low. Usually, when the ratio is 0.3, then price, start going following the downtrends. But from the moment that there are so many sellers, I don't think. Actually, not I don't think. I'm sure that the market will not allow it. Clearly, look at that. Liquidity sweep. Clearly, we do have it. And look how fast happened everything, right? It does show. It does show. Yeah, we do have liquidity sweep first. Now, hopefully, gonna come down here as well, and from down here, it's gonna start, coming up. Why? Because here we do have another order, and it's gonna give us a better RR. So instead of 10%, we're gonna take 18%, guys, 18%, which is incredible. Plus our size is gonna be far bigger than now. That's exactly why we have to be very very careful and precise with our entries, because especially when it's uptrend, you know that liquidity sweep need to, or all that liquidity or the most part of it need to be taken. Look what happened here. Look at this massive accumulation. So this is accumulation phase, and now it's going upwards, but it will not drop it yet. Why? Because here you do see a massive liquidity, and you might see an explosion as well. And the funny thing, I had a bot, trading bot working here, but because the price, was staying too long, I'm like, hey, this thing, will not, pump. And I closed, my bot on 0.047 on this area. After that, I bring it back down and exploded. Of course, these things, we need patience, but if you keep it for long, it's like you gambling. So it is not a good idea. I try to avoid it because a lot of things can happen. Look how price going. Yeah, this is not liquidity. It's a liquidity sweep because it grabs, the liquidity from here, from here, from here. It's very important to understand it. And now we just wait. That's it. We just wait. I mean, not a lot of things you can do. You can see a small reaction. You can see a massive, selling pressure. It's not massive. If you're gonna see it, on 1 minute time frame, you will understand that. Yeah, it's not. Of course, it's gonna keep it for a while. Oh, guys, sellers, fucking. Sorry, it's a lot of. It's too many sellers, guys. The sellers are increasing. So we will see, higher high. So what we're gonna do is we will look. You're gonna see a reaction here. You will see definitely higher high here. Price will go to 0.094. Why? Because there are a lot of sellers down right there. A lot of stop losses. 0.238, and you do see reaction. Yes, we do see a nice reaction, but it didn't break structure yet. Price it does move nice and slowly, but I will feel 100% confident if price will bring it Okay, this one, forget about it. So we do have clarity. If price will bring it back here, I would have 100% confidence on this trade. Because now, it's around 30.70. As a problem, it was never been, buyers and sellers. Always the market goes against the ratio. Why? Because it does use, what you see, everyone see, right? You see the ratio, you see the futures, you do see everything, absolutely everything, and the whales as well. So if you do see a lot of sellers somewhere, you go straight away and you selling, right? Because you are like, okay, that's fine. Too much selling pressure, these must crash. But y- it's not like that actually. Market does need fuel. Market does need that sellers in order to pump, and that's why you do see that big pumps, because sellers are more than buyers, and the whales are absorb absolutely everything, because you going and me, we going, with 1,000 account, and we try, to, you cannot move, even with 1 million, a high liquid, you cannot move it. Even if you're gonna buy, you still need sellers in order to create that pressure. Otherwise, if you buy, markets, gonna eat your capital with spread. Because I made a massive research about it, and I did find out that, it's not everything about buyers or whatever. The market does need both sides, and right now here we do have sellers dominating, but price will react on upwards, because 100% move. Not retail traders move the price like that. So it's something normal, to see this big reaction, because actions bring reactions, right? And once you will adapt basically this philosophy, then you will understand that it was never been like this. It was never been about buyers and sellers. It was always been whichever the ratio is win, the winning ratio losing actually. It was always, like that. Let's see now we are patient. Why? Because you don't force it. Leave it, leave the price to go where it have to go. But it's a good idea to understand where it want to go. If you know what I mean. So let's have a look, here what happened. The price went down here, right? Clearly see the first liquid area have been, the first stop losses has been taken out. Let's see the second one. Yes, the second one as well. Why? Because you do see the market from this angle. So here we do have the second one, right? Price going lower. You do see the third one here. It's pure liquidity, and this area is also liquid, so the price will come at this level. But also, you can see a sweep. That means that. But what we really want is the price to come at this level. Once we'll come at this level, we can increase the capital, we can increase the leverage, because you are more secure that the price will try to meet, will try to liquidate shorts. Oh my god. Shorts are dominating right now. That's a good thing, basically. That's a great thing. No, it's exactly what we actually want, and that's a good thing, right? When you do understand the market, you don't have stress, you don't have predictions, just trade reaction. So why should I? How many times, guys, have you wake up in the morning and you checking, your phone, and all you do have, notification, your account is liquidated, we're really sorry, or you are on minus, I don't know, minus 600, and you do have a fantastic look, lovely. This is a good stuff, guys. This is a very good stuff. And look, because we did manage our risk properly, we are just 9%. We are just 9%. Wait, the funding rate, yeah, still positive. Yeah. In order these trends to reverse, you have to see a very big funding rate number. Why? Because clearly that's the moment when they want to drain you. That's the moment, when you will see, for example, yeah, a big, you know, 2%, for example, 2% every 2 hours, as we spoke, in my previous video, 2% every 2 hours, from a capital of 20,000, for example, it's a big number. And if your leverage is high, your actual capital is lower. That means that in around 8 hours, you are done. Imagine if we open, the 100% of our capital at this area. I would start, sweating. But trading shouldn't be like that. Trading should be fun and should be, you know, enjoyable. Because in the end of the day, it's what you do, and a lot of people doing it for a living. But I don't know. I don't know. Give me a minute, guys. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, these trades, guys. It's gonna take a while because they have to accumulate sellers, they have to create more sellers, they have to create that urgency. That's exactly what their target and how they're doing it. Yesterday, I was focusing on Yeah, we do want this area to be filled. Once this area gonna be filled and we're gonna see the action, we add in our position. Yeah, this is yeah, this is not what you expect me to see. The ratio is still very low, 0.24, but when the ratio is at this point and it is not zero point 0.3, then you do know that's 100% guarantee that that area, that resistance area, will be met again. I do see a small reaction, but nothing major. Normally, you add at this point, you have that urgent, you do see, but it doesn't work like that. You have to be patient, otherwise, you will get wrecked. Because you do losing your position after that. And I did found that it's preferable to let it run rather than to lose the position. For example, you buy, 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 buy. Why? Because every single time you're buying, your position slightly going higher and higher. And if you do use high leverage, then it's not good, guys. You do losing your position, which is your actual leverage. We do see some buyers stepping in right now. Yeah, this is a pure, clear, nice liquidity sweep. But we are not focusing here, guys. We're focusing at this point, which it is possible basically because thinking about only 3.5%. I'm not adding. No reason to add, even if it's gonna pump. No reason to add, guys. Even 150. How many dollars? Your target profit 162 again. Yeah, you do see definitely reaction. You do see. Huh. Now you're waiting. Now you're waiting. Because this, you can see it clearly, it's buyers. If you do understand about liquidity, you do see that these one are buyers, but it's not strong enough. You do at this area, we do need something like this, because there is a clear break structure, clear break trend. But again, I'm gonna add, I will go aggressively only if it's gonna come at this area. If it's gonna come at this area, then I might go aggressive. I don't know, it depends on mood. Oh guys, that's fantastic. 0.237. That's incredibly low. But look, look how strong the position is keeping, how strong, how slowly the price moving. That means that all these sellers, someone absorbing them, because all these sellers, they're expecting the price to crumble to, yeah, that big candle, that big red candles. Yeah, all these sellers fantasizing right now. These things. That's not happening. It's not happening because it's in a bull run. This thing, you might see even 4x. To be honest, I might keep it open as well, just to see, because there are a lot of sellers. What I did realize is when the price, actually no, the long short ratio accounts will go to 0.3, trend finish. Yeah. Recently with the River coin, River USDT, there we made a good amount of money. Yeah, literally uptrend, perfect setups, perfect sweeps, perfect entries. My first position I opened it on $16, but I was sure because the ratio was 0.19 at at that moment, guys, and I was crazy. I'm like, man, this thing will fucking explode, will explode 100%. Yeah, but I didn't want it to risk it. I didn't. I tried, to avoid risk as much as possible because I like to sleep nice. Then you can actually see some buyers stepping in right now. I don't know. Maybe they don't want the price to drop it right now. To be honest, if I didn't have this experience I do have, I would go also short. Why? Because the chart from this angle, it does look extremely bearish. But look at this area, mate. There is so much liquidity right there waiting. So the first area, all of it have been sweet. Look, right now, sellers, a lot of amount of sellers has been trapped. Yes, and more sellers stepping in. So we're talking about 0.235 is the ratio right now. We're gonna see definitely higher highs. Not exactly sure how many, but higher highs definitely we have to see it. And to be honest, you might see a 40% uptrend move, which will give you fantastic RR. Yeah, you can definitely see some buyers stepping in, but I want the price to come down here. I'm not moving it for no reason. If it will work, it will work. If not, it would be incredible to see, a nice big sweep candle. That would make a nice trade. Yeah, still very, very low. Lot of selling pressure, mate, on an uptrend.
Angela Ribbon, what are you doing?
You don't
I've
do
come to
that.
tell you about using energy flexibly, Albert.
You don't.
Flexibly? Yes.
As the
it's not
perfect example
just
how the
about
accounts
removing
are
energy
destroyed,
sources,
mate.
like
How they
doing
liquidate
feed
accounts.
times. So I don't need to do the splits. No, Albert. Nobody wants to see that.
I just want to see,
Using energy flexibly with a smart meter. Search get a smart
because you cannot see it. You can clearly see it on this, on a 1 minute.
Mister.
Yeah, you can see, you can see sweep. But definitely, price will come here in order to continue, because this is
Mr. Q,
liquidity sweep.
casino you love to hate. And you'll love
So it's
our
like
free
it's not
spins and big
counts.
bass splash with your first deposit. Play at mrq.com or on the app. UK 18 plus residents only. Minimum £10 first deposit, 10p per spin. Free spins must be used within 48 hours of depositing. All winnings paid in cash. T's and C's apply. Play safely.
Well, the funny thing, yeah, everything's a myth. I mean, most of the things what they promote as a trading support resistance, this, that, slightly above, slightly below, stop. No, that's all bullshit, guys. Yeah, we will definitely see higher highs, guys, because a lot of so many stop losses are right there. Yeah, and you do see reaction as expected, but we are not adding. There is no reason to add on this one. Whatever the market gonna give us. That's good. Again, it's a win. I would like to see this at this level, which it's possible. Price moving very slow. That means that liquidity, high liquidity. When you do see that big spikes, move finish. Because all reaction bring that reaction, and that is a result of a reaction basically, and it's not high liquidity as they say or whatever. Yeah, we don't want. I really don't want to see this break it right now. Yeah, I really don't want to see this area breaking, and it's not liquidity sweep. Liquidity sweep looks like this, but it did sweep only this area, so it's nothing big basically. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't really want to see this yet. I would be very, very disappointed if I'm gonna see it right now. No, I really don't want to see reaction right now. Yeah. Yeah, you do see high liquidity right now, right there. Ah, sweep this area. I really don't want to see reaction now. Guys, come on, no. Yeah, I did break structure. Oh my god, I really didn't want it to see this thing yet. This is 100% win trade, guys. Yeah, you can see many buyers. I mean, you can see liquidity here. Again, it is what it is. I mean, it's free money from markets. I cannot say no, but it would be fantastic, if this would happen at this area. If this happened, at this area, RR would be fantastic, and I might increase the leverage as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah. No, that's it. It broke. Market. Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. I really didn't want to see the last one yet. Too early. Of course, guys, this area will be revisited again because all this liquidity need to be swept. Of course, it's gonna hit RTP first and after, but it is what it is. No, I will not add absolutely nothing. Whatever it's gonna give us, it's gonna give us. No, it's strong. This is liquidity. This is real liquidity. Yeah, as expected. And from this area, you're gonna see, a higher high. Very disappointed. No, it's time, guys, for us to hit take profits. And this is an unwanted take profit. To be honest, based on the data and the sellers and the amount of sellers, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move our take profit on the higher highs level 0.092. Why? Because the price will go down. I really didn't want to see that one. And it moved here. Why? Simply because the liquidity has not swept from this area. Oh, 0.033, guys, we're looking here. So what we're gonna do is 0.033, we're looking 5. Everything is live, guys. Every structure, every move, absolutely every decision, you can see it live. No reason to hide, no reason to edit or anything. Yeah, as expected, guys. This will move, will will smash it basically. So what we're gonna do is, yeah, now more buyers start stepping in. You're gonna see definitely higher high. We are not adding. No way I'm gonna add. Even if it is secure right now, I'm not adding. Clearly because there is no reason.
Angela Ripper, what are you doing?
I've come to tell you about using energy flexibly, Albert.
Flexibly?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
it's
gonna
good to get the raw
now look from this
material.
angle how it does look.
Like doing the laundry at off-peak times.
So
And you are like, ah, okay, it's just a reaction to grab, this. Mate, there is this area. This has been already taken from this move.
Consumer action
So right now, this what it's doing, it's about to take from this move,
The Hilton sale is now on.
and
frankly,
this
it doesn't
is
sound
all
like this.
liquidity waiting there to be taken.
Instead,
Because you can see
it sounded
a
more
very
like
very
this.
big
Well,
action right there.
with a warm
I
welcome
told you it's very
central
very very
locations,
safe right
and
now.
up to 20% off your stay. You can swap
It's
chaos
very
for
safe
comfort
to
this
add.
winter. Book now at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay. Offer subject to availability.
And
Just
at
see
these
details.
at these
Terms and conditions
moments, you can put your stop loss here, and you will see, that actually no slightly under, and you will see that it will never meet. Even if I'm sure 100% about it, I'm not risking because I do want my position and I do want this area to be visited. I didn't really care about this one, even if it was, look, I told you. Now, this stop loss will never be hit. And I guarantee that. Why? Clearly because this is going after this liquidity and not, this one. Now, now look at this accuracy. Yeah, look at this accuracy. And that's how we what we call precision, mate. Now you will say to me, why you didn't increase, the your open position at this area? Because clearly, I don't really care about the profits. I care more about the drawdown. Because if every profit is 100% profit, the and my drawdown, it's almost to zero, as you saw, guys, this is success. It's not, profit. I had profit, 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand. What's the point if one day you're gonna win, 5 grand, 10 grand, and the other day you're gonna lose 15? It's just a perception, just the way, how you see the things. And believe it or not, the market always will give you opportunity like that. It's just to understand how it's work. Once you will understand, the way how liquidity works and how the market moves, that's it. You will never have absolutely no problem. Now look, this area will never be visited. Look, even if it does look, that it's going after, this area will never be visited. You can see, sellers here. Wait. Oh, buyers start coming in, but it's pretty early. It will not drop it yet, clearly, because sellers are still dominating the market, which is positive for us. And you can see and understand the sellers from this thingy. This is not a liquidity sweep. This is clearly sellers buyers absorbing everything. Basically, this is not buyers. This is the algorithm. I told you guys, it will never be visited, that area. It will never be visited. Now, all these are sellers. They will be absorbed from the market. They will be liquidated from the market because they have to. That's how thing is working. That's how everything is working. Now, why it does move slowly the markets? Clearly because it does want more sellers. And the ratio have to go 0.3 in order to start going after longs. Because still now it's too early. It's too early to go after that. Told you guys, it's fantastic. Look, sellers, okay, sellers start stepping in. It's not. They will be absorbed. Every single one of them, they will be absorbed. Even they're gonna put, 2, 3 million right now. All that millions, they will be absorbed clearly because big part of them need to be liquidated. All the stop losses need to be hunted because people they do see reaction, how the market reacts. Market does not react. It's pure liquidity. You can see it clearly down here. As you can see, our position is still very, very good for the market. Still very good. For the moment. But it would be fantastic if the price will come back down. Look, sellers has been absorbed. Yeah, this is stop loss hunter. This one. Now it's gonna continue higher, guys, and it will be explosion basically. Why? Because it have to. It's gonna hit our take profit, and after that, it might bring it back down. It might, which is not guaranteed, but our take profit, it is almost guaranteed that gonna be hit. Why? Because all the liquidity is right there, guys. We are waiting to take our profits. Now look how clean it is, this trade. That's another. I don't know why, but this day today is a very good day. You can see, look clearly. You can see a lot of sellers at this area. All of these are sellers. Yeah, all of these are sellers. This is theoretical stop loss. It will never be hit. It will never be touched until the top need to be met.
So I don't need to do the splits.
No, Albert. Nobody wants to see that.
Get rewarded for using energy flexibly.
Our
That's smart meter.
our method is clearly liquidity hunting. That's our only method, and according to our, because I honestly tried every single thing in the market, and this is the only thing that start making me profitable. I told you guys there is no way this thing gonna drop. There is no way. Buyers are a lot. I mean, not buyers, but somebody observing all those sellers. Yeah, more buyers start coming, but nothing to worry about. A new higher gonna be mixed. Way too many sellers. Way too many sellers. And every single thing, guys, is absolutely live. Everyone can see. Everyone can see from the beginning until the end what we're doing and how we do read the market, how we do understand the market, and how we act. Our risk management strategy, it's free for everyone. You don't need absolutely nothing to pay. Why? Because we're clearly making some money from that. So it's not, if we can help someone, why not? I told you guys, it's clearly, it's pure. This is accuracy. That's exactly, how the market is working. But I'm really disappointing because I would love to see our second order to be met. I would love to see that. Look how strong it is. Oh, no way! Somebody can move. Even if they're gonna put 10 million right now, all of that's gonna be absorbed. Why? Because it's a system like that. It's a system like that. Look, sweep, sweep. This area gonna be swept as well. But the most important, yeah, it's not necessary. We don't need this one. Uh, Neither this one. Could I add here? Definitely, yeah, but it's pointless. It's really pointless because I'll tell you why. From these points, it can break it back down. It can grab the other liquidity, and it can continue. Should I take partial profits? Fuck no. No way, because we are already on 122, guys. We're doing fantastic job. We're doing incredible job. Everything is live, guys. Everything, every single thing is live. And now you're just waiting. More sellers coming here. Their stop loss is coming at this level. yes, more sellers coming in. Their stop loss is coming at this level. The price, you're gonna see the price come at least at this area. It might drop it down, and it can continue, or it will continue down. It depends, if the ratio will jump, will move straight away to 0.3, it's gonna bring it back down. If it's gonna become stronger, then I mean, lower, then definitely you will see continuation. But we are not risking it. We just follow the market. We trends the reaction and not the trends. You cannot predict the market. The market can go sideways, up, down, but you can predict the liquidity. That's a very, very good thing. If you can see something and you can see the liquidity, then it's definitely you can take action. Now, even if I do know that this one will go 0.15, for example, which it is possible, right? It is possible to meet this top one again. Yeah, it is possible to meet it again, but I'm not risking it, guys. I really, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Why should I risk something which is, you know, even if the price right now gonna bring it back down, which the possibilities is literally 5%, our second order gonna open, and then our RR will be far better than now, because right now we're going after $200, and then if our open order will open, then you're not gonna be, I think over that, because our position is far bigger there. Let's see. I'm very excited, but I'm not stressed. That's a good thing. It's exciting what you see. Which trading actually should be boring. It should be really boring, but no excitement. It's for kids. Why? Because you're trading the same setup again and again and again. After a point, you just get bored. Check where the liquidity is. You identify the sweeps. You identify the liquidity, and after that, you put your orders. Orders, coming to you. The price coming to you. Price, reacts, hitting your TP, and after that again, yeah, it does become boring. But if you do understand the compounding, if you do understand that compound your account slowly rather than fast, it's more sweet and far more strong. Why? Because in the next 2 3 months, five, guys, you don't need a lot. If you're gonna make 10% a day, honestly, in 6 months you are millionaires. But you don't see it like that. You see, okay, that's fine. I can't, double, my account every single day. It's impossible, because right now, we are on challenge, right? We try, to turn 500 into 50,000, I think, something like that. But this is until the end of the year. So we are already over, two. Now we're going after this trade. We're gonna be, five. Yes, 5x on our account. So I don't see it like that. My target it was 10% a week, and of course, made something, and okay, here to mention at this point you can add. Why? Because liquidity sweep. You see these small things? Liquidity sweep. Now I told you guys. I told you it's incredible. The accuracy of this strategy is absolutely fantastic, guys, and it's really frustrated that a lot of people cannot understand it, and they don't understand how system is working. They do using support resistant RSI, which RSI has absolutely nothing to do with this thing. RSI it's only neither on Bitcoin. It's only for Nasdaq RSI, and for longer term actually. It's not for short term as we do right now. So our second theoretical add is here, and our stop loss is here. Why you put it here? Because the price, there is a small possibility to bring it down here. It will not touch it. It will neither touch this level, I'm telling you, I guarantee that. Why? Because already have been swept from here, from this. Exactly, I'm explaining you move by move what the market gonna do. That's incredible, isn't it? That is incredible. There is no liquidity sweep here. That means that it will continue higher. It's gonna hit RTP, and we're going to sleep nice and happy. Why market doing that? Because a lot of people, they do put their stop loss straight under. This is incredible mistake. Why? Because the price always will come. You can open a position only after a sweep. Only after sweep. Why? Because the price will come for you. Will definitely come for you. I was doing that all the time, and I'm like, why, price, it take me out, and after that continue. It take me out, continue. And I'm like, why it just doing that? And after, I came across that it does need to do the sweep. Why? Because this is the fuel. So imagine you do have, a Ferrari or, a car, and you don't have fuel. Well, you are not going too far, right? So you do understand the trend, you do understand the market, but you don't understand how it does work. It's yeah. And now we can see 0.3, right? We can do see 0.3. That means that the whales leaving slowly. So our main target remaining, this one. Oh no, it's not necessary, mate. No. Our main target will be this one. 91. Oh no, you know what? Our main target will be this one. 92.2. Why? Because clearly the price is strong. The movement is clearly after this liquidity. Clearly. So nothing to worry about. So we just want a small part of it somewhere here. Why? Because this liquidity has not swept yet. We just want to see, because the price cannot go straight away here. It might continue sideways and after explode. Why? Because it is too far, but the target is the liquidity. So you will not see any drop. The highest possibility here to see is a fast movement. That's it. And after drops straight away. Why? Because all this liquidity needs to be swept and all these stop losses need to be stopped. Clearly, that's the market. That's the law. Yeah, more buyers start coming. Do you add at this point? No. It's not worth it, guys. It is definitely not worth it. because I do want my position. I do know exactly where the market is going, and I do know exactly that these areas, these two areas, need to be revisited. Same plan? Definitely, yeah. Definitely. But also the possibilities to go sideways is really high. Why? Because it did made a big move, 100%. But yesterday I looked, at the dash, and in one day, it went, actually 2 days, it went, 150%, and after, continue sideways. So possible, but first it did took all the liquidity, shorts, longs, whatever, yeah, and after it did continue on the sideways. Because you do see two vertical moves, but the target is only one. It depends, the ratio. If the ratio, for example, right now it was over one, it would go after longs, but it's under one, so it's going after shorts. Why? Because they are far more, than the ratio. Ratio is very important too. It's very important thing to understand where the market, will go. And by the way, Dash, there is a big possibility to go over hundreds. Why? Because the ratio does support this theory and this method. Wait, I forgot to. I forgot to. Because every single of my trade, I put it on my account on Binance. So feel free, guys, to follow us there as well. Would be fantastic if you would do that. Show your support and love. Look, neither the second stop loss, didn't touch it. But look right now what's happening. Yeah, from what I see and I can understand, you can see liquidity here. You can see liquidity here. That means that the price will come back in order to grab these liquidities, but first need to grab, the longs.
No, Albert. Nobody wants
And after it's gonna continue down.
Get rewarded for using energy flexibly with a smart meter. Search Get a Smart Meter.
Told you guys, the accuracy is fantastic with this thing. The accuracy is incredible. It's like printing money or something. It does feel like at some point.
What are you doing?
I've come to tell you about using energy flexibly, Albert.
Just don't forget to pay your taxes, otherwise they will knock your door. Now look, selling pressure massive.
So I don't need to do the split.
The buyers will absorb absolutely everything. 0.302 basically. It's over 0.3 as our targets. And now at this point, there is a massive possibility to take it sideways and to drain absolutely every account, to be honest, through funding rates. Is it worth it? Not really, guys. Not really. Because after this pump, after I take it sideways, you will see exactly this thing. Yeah. Here is your main target after. Let me draw this thing, right? For you. You will see something, it's gonna hit this area, and after that it will do this. That's it. 100%. Why? Because it did made a massive move of around, I don't know, 100% today. So what it's gonna do is now it's gonna starts grabbing liquidity, because every side movement, we call it chop, and it is something normal happening every single time. The price, you will see the price coming at this level, but our take profit is, somewhere here or something, I don't know. So my target from this one is $200, so I don't really care. So after this move, it's gonna bring it back down. I saw it so many times happening. The price literally coming at these points, a little bit over, the last point, and after that, boom, drop it down. So many times. Why? To get the liquidity, which is something absolutely natural. So first stop loss never been met. Second stop loss never been met. If you ask me if I do use stop losses, guys, honestly, it is not necessary. And it is not necessary clearly because I do understand the market. I do understand where price is going. And, from that point, I can basically, you saw it earlier. I measure it and I do see exactly where price is going. Why? Because it does need that liquidity, it does need that fuel in order to move up, down, or sideways. Is it necessary basically to wait and see what's happening? No, it's not, guys. We just take the profit and we disappear. It is definitely not necessary, to stay in one trade, for over 3, 4, 5 hours. Why? Because a lot of things can happen. A lot of, it's pointless. It's definitely pointless. Now look, price moving slowly in order to confuse. Why? Because they do need more sellers to grab. Now all this is liquidity, which has been swept. Right now it did sweep this liquidity, and it's gonna continue higher. So as you see, it does not leave nothing. It does grab everything, because all these things are liquidity sweepers. And it's gonna continue higher. There is no way. There is no way it's gonna drop it. Because it did grab the liquidity here. Did it grab the liquidity? No, it didn't. Actually, yeah, it did grab the liquidity from this point. And actually this grab the liquidity from this point. Now it's gonna continue higher. Why? Because later it's gonna come for this one and this one, because this is more important than the rest. This liquidity is liquidity, guys. All the money are right here. And if I can see it, everyone can see it, and the whales are waiting for that. But first they have to go after shorts, because they are far more than longs, guys. Again, everything is live. Everything is in front of your eyes. Absolutely every single of my movements, every single of my decisions. So just please press the like button and subscribe, and so I might continue these things. I mean, it is fun talking alone. Now look, you do see here selling pressure, but it will be absorbed. Yeah, you do see this is sellers. These are all of these are sellers. They will be absorbed. Why? Because the stop losses are somewhere on top, and there are a lot of sellers actually. I mean, you cannot see it from a 15-minute time frame, but definitely you can see it from 1 minute. Yeah, it might take a little bit sideways and upside. No, look how did it touch? Yes, it touched it. Ah, cheeky. It did touch it, right? Ah, guys, I thought. Yeah, is it time to take it sideways? Literally, look what it did, mate. Look at the accuracy, right? Mate, it's incredible. So here is the thing: if your stop loss was on a limit order, it would stop you. If your stop loss was in a market order, then it would definitely throw you out. Wait, I'm just curious. I'm just honestly curious. Yeah, it did. Look at that, cheeky. It did. Oh man. Lots of sellers. Why? Because the ratio now it breaking our sweet spots, but all these sellers, which you do see right here, need to be stopped, man. All of them. Because they're real sellers, and you can't understand it, and you can't actually see it. Now the price will never break this area. Will not break it. Why? Because it did grab the liquidity from here. It did grab definitely every single liquidity from here. So there is only these, but these ones it's gonna come a little bit later. Except it's gonna take it sideways. If it's gonna take it sideways, guys, that's the worst thing you can ever experience. That is literally, honestly, the worst thing you can ever experience. It's not worth it for your RR. It's absolutely not worth it for your entries. It's not worth it at no point.
No, Albert. Nobody wants to see that.
Get rewarded for using energy flexibly with a smart meter. Search Get a Smart Meter today.
Eligibility and availability vary. Consumer action.
Eyes will not break it, 100%.
Selected customers and selected suppliers.
100% it will not break it. Someone absorbing all of them. Yeah, it starts sideways. It starts sideways, guys. And that's exactly, the reason. So what happens here? The ratio changed at this point, right? So from the moment that the ratio changed to 0.3, then buyers start stepping in, right? However, it did give you a 12-13% theoretically, but it will go higher definitely. So what it's gonna do now, because these sellers need to be met again, because all the stop losses are up here. So what it's gonna do now, it might go with this ratio, it might go at this level, or even at this level, to be honest. And if it's gonna come at this level, after that straight away, it will continue, the journey. Why? Because it have to, as we spoke earlier, it have to grab the liquidity. This liquidity is very, very important, right? All these buyers have TP at this level, or this. All these buyers have, their TP is here. Why? Because it's normal. I would do the same. So you might see sideways move now, but if it will not break this level, after that, now price will continue higher. But if it's gonna break this level, after that is going after this liquidity, and hopefully after our second one, hopefully, because that would be incredible and amazing, guys. But it doesn't really matter what's gonna happen. Yeah, told you. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I'm really curious. I'm really curious because right now is the possibility game, right? So it's literally 50-50 now, right? With this ratio. Ah, and now more sellers stepping in now. Why? Because they do see all these buyers, right? They do see all these buyers. So what they're gonna do is they want their stop losses. Of course, they want the long ones as well, but the sellers are more than buyers. So that's why it's going after their stop loss. I mean, I wish the price, would bring it back down here, because that would be the amazing thing, for us. But I don't think gonna happen. I really don't think it will happen. So even if for example, you add here and you add here, your position would be somewhere here. So yeah, your position would be somewhere in the middle. Why you adding? So you break your good position, or no? Your first buy would be here. You adding here, and the third one here. And you adding here, which is something normal. So your position would be somewhere here. Is it risky? Yeah, you increase the risk. Why? Because if the price will go after this level, and your leverage is high, then it is a bit tricky, isn't it? That's why, guys, it's okay. Profits are good thing, but the drawdown is more important than profits. Because right now, what I like to do, what actually I'm doing right now is I'm compounding. So every single profit, I reinvest it. It's not that I take it. But of course, you guys, if you do need it, just it's your account, do whatever you want. Yeah, take it sideways as we spoke earlier. That's the worstest thing and position you can put yourself. Why? Wait, except more sellers coming in. No, same. So we are right now we are on 0.292 ratio. So what I'm doing actually now is I do have on one screen I do have the ratio, so I do pay attention on the ratio. I do have some golden key levels on the ratio, so to understand the direction, which direction will take. Usually, from what I experienced, is if the ratio is 0.19, all that sellers need to be liquidated. Why? Because it have to. Even if the prices are both high, guys, that price will at least give you another 15% until the ratio will bring it back to 0.3. It will continue grinding. Will go higher. Why? Because it have to. Yeah, price slow down. It does need more sellers. Why? Because it's going after stop losses. And if the price stall, and many people will go, will start, shorting it when the price will meet that level, then it's gonna all that sellers gonna be swept, and it can continue downwards or upwards or wherever. But that area will definitely be met today. If not today, tonight. I mean, it is night, but it's still early. It's like a textbook.
The Hilton sale is now on, and thankfully it doesn't sound like this. Instead, our sale sounds a bit more like this. Welcome back. With a warm welcome, spacious rooms, central locations, and up to 20% off your stay. You can swap chaos for comfort this winter. Book now at Hilton.com. Hilton.
Just to let you know, today we are 28%, 28.82% up on our account. So we are far more from our target, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing, it's a very good thing.
Doing the laundry at off-peak times.
So I don't need to do the splits.
No, Albert. Nobody wants to see that.
Get rewarded for using energy flexibly with a smart meter. Search Get a Smart Meter today.
Eligibility and availability vary. Consumer action required. Reward schemes and tariffs available to selected customers from selected suppliers.
Again, I can show you our drawdown and profits till now, not in total, but till now. Yeah, price, guys, start moving upwards as we expect. It did hit the stop losses from this area, and does now. Will it continue? I don't know, but for sure it did grab the liquidity, the liquidity from here, but it didn't grab it from here. So let's wait. That's why you do wait, guys, because you do need to wait. That's a patience game. Oh, we are streaming 1 hour and 30 minutes. One minute, guys, we're gonna show you the results until now. Yeah, here we are. It is the results till now. This is today. This is yesterday. So the first day we've been 12%. So that 12% took us on 11%. Day after 70%. I think here we've been lucky or something. I don't know. Here, guys, we are 100%. Here we are 141%. This 141% basically is from our initial capital. 182% to 163. So we are not 5x actually. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Let's see what he's doing. Yeah, it's gonna take it sideways, guys. It will take it sideways. But I will not. But before start coming, because this is a liquidity. Now it's gonna hit our take profits. Now is the moment it have to hit, our take profit. Why? Because you do see liquidity right here. Yeah, that's the moment it will hit, our targets. But it's not clean liquidity. You might see another smaller one, but definitely it's gonna create higher high, the smaller one, and the other one, gonna be or a spike, the liquidity spike we were talking about, or you will see, higher high. But definitely it's gonna bring it back down. Let's see. So where we are, ratio 0.2191. We're looking pretty sellers here, maybe. Now you're gonna ask me, is there any possibility in this world, this price right now to crash? No, there is no, guys, and the reason for that is because first, this liquidity need to need to be grabbed. Prices are not crashing like that. Prices crashing if there are no more shorts to be taken. If there are no more shorts to be taken, I mean, again, we're talking about ratio right now. That's why you say, crypto is manipulated and this and that. Crypto is not manipulated. Crypto is literally same thing with Nasdaq. Literally same thing, because these things are going, as I said, you guys. Now it did this thing. Did it grab the liquid? No, it did. It's gonna continue higher because you do see liquidity here, liquidity here. This is pure liquidity, so it will push it to our level. It's gonna hit our stop, our take profit, and after it's gonna keep, because this is liquidity. This way, we're gonna highlight it actually. This is liquidity. This is liquidity, right? And this is liquidity. That's exactly how you do understand where liquidity is and where the price will go and how. But first, before this one gonna start, going after this liquidity, the shorts need to be taken. And that's how the market works. Because they do use, they do use the liquidity sweeps as fuel. If there is no fuel, if you do see, for example, straight away up, as meaning that the ratio wasn't enough in order to keep the price sideways. And that's exactly how longs or shorts are trapped. Why? Because you do see a pump and you're like, okay, that's fine. Now is the moment to get into. But you don't know if that is a sweep or it's a actual liquidity, or it's actual move. That's exactly why we are not predicting. We're just reacting. I'm just waiting until the price will come to me. Why? Because I do identify where the pool is, where is the liquidity, and now you do see sellers coming in. Maybe sellers coming in. Price will pump. I was expecting at this point, but the ratio is too high for that, so it's gonna grind. Actually, it's gonna take it slowly. Guys, as you can see, I'm showing you how the price moving and why it does moving. Next time, before you open any position, ask yourself, is there anything else to be taken? If there is anything else to be taken, wait. And you wait and you wait and you wait. If it's an uptrend, wait for a liquidity sweep. After that liquidity sweep, jump into that. Why? Because it's a train stops make that stops. You cannot jump into a train when it's not stopped. Literally same thing. That's why, okay, my prediction is right, but my entry was bad, which is something normal. Now this is not strong liquidity like this one. If we gonna see something like that, yeah, that would be incredible.
What are you doing here?
I've come to tell you about
That would
using
be,
energy
yeah, it's gonna
flexibly.
take it sideways
Yes, smart
until
meters
farther.
could get rewarded for moving their energy use, like doing the laundry at off.
Where we are right now,
So I don't need to do the splits.
No, Albert. Nobody wants to see that.
It's
yeah,
rewarded for using energy flexibly with a smart meter. So get a
43% of the
smart meter.
position, which is
Eligibility,
incredible.
availability vary. Consumer action
Not
required.
giving
Rewards
us
tariffs available to selected
2.6,
customers and selected suppliers. The
but
Hilton
we
sale
can't
is now
take
on,
another
and
70
thankfully
from
it
here.
doesn't sound like this.
So there is no reason to close it.
Instead, our sales sound a bit more like this. Welcome back. With a warm welcome, spacious rooms, central locations, and up to 20% off your stay. You can swap chaos for comfort this winter. Book now at Hilton.com. Hilton, for the stay.
I'm just waiting.
Offer
I'm
subject
just
to
waiting.
availability
That's
across
what you do. You're
participating
waiting.
hotels.
You're
Terms
watching.
and conditions
You
apply.
react. See reactions. You. Oh, by the way, Kaito crashed. It's so crashed. Every single crash you see is going after liquidity, man. Every single crash you see, it's going after liquidity. Every single one. Why? Because there is absolutely nothing else to take. And we are neither here, guys. We are down lower, so our possibilities is 99.9% in order to grab the to touch TP. 99.9%, guys. That's incredible. Very impressive. Yeah, more sellers coming in. That's exactly how the markets wanted them. It does create a lower low because they do see lower low, lower high. That's exactly how. Wait, let's have a look. On a 15 minutes chart, analyzing the market based on retail trader. So you do see up, you do see lower low, lower than this, lower high. That's exactly what you see. What do I see basically? And I told you guys it's going after. What do I see is from 1 minute liquidity, 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 liquidity. And if I can see it, then and also you do see low volume because price moving slow. This is not volume, guys. There is liquidity. That's exactly why the move the market move very slow because it is liquid. If it wasn't liquid, you would see a flat thing. That's it. Nothing else. Look how beautiful gonna hit this, and after we go, to this one. Oh, fantastic! That's exactly what we were wanting. And now what we want to see is another, just a spike, just a spike. We don't need to see, even if the price will come on this level. Why? Because yeah, it didn't grab nothing. It didn't grab from here. It's gonna continue a little bit higher. but it's gonna create that small spike if it's the grapper they call it, but definitely it's gonna continue higher. It's gonna create a higher high. Patience, guys. So now this is another big pool, liquidity pool. This one is a massive liquidity pool, but this one is bigger than this. It didn't even touch it yet. And in the next few minutes, you're gonna hear that tick ding. Ah, no, I didn't touch it yet. You're not going nowhere. Why? Because not a lot of stop losses are here, man. So all the stop losses are down here. Because if the price will come in on this level, after that you're gonna see around 20% drop. It will go on our second uh, order. Why? Because it's gonna grab all the longs. It's so simple, guys. So easy. We are on 150. Can take another $50, and we are our balance is still 2.6. Yeah, that's not true. It's going after this. Uh, This will not be met yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's going after liquidity. Stop losses 0.29. Ratio is going higher, but this area didn't meet yet. Because it does need that more sellers. It does need them because that area will take a long time in order to meet again. Just to mention, our leverage right now is 5x.
Angela Rippon, what are you doing here?
I've come to tell you.
And our
about
position
this
is,
flexibly, Albert.
I think, very slow, very small.
Could get rewarded for
10% of our
moving
account,
like doing the laundry.
or 7, something like that. But it was very small because I was betting
Get rewarded.
on the second
With
order,
a smart meter. Search Get a Smart
not
Meter
on the
today.
first one. The first one was, just
Consumer action required. Reward schemes and tariffs available to selected customers from selected suppliers.
Mr. Q winning. Loser. Mr. Q Casino, that's just part of the game. To always win. Play a vending machine.
here. What we're gonna see?
Love Q.
We're gonna see another something like that.
Mr. Q, the casino you love to hate. And you'll love.
Why? Because all these are sellers, and we will see again. Yeah, it's gonna keep it. It's gonna create liquidity. It's gonna hit TP, and after it's gonna push it a little bit lower. Right now, it didn't grab nothing. It didn't stop nothing. All our stops are here, but the most of the stops are here. So it will reach the higher high. I mean, not slightly higher high. I expect a lot. Guys, every single of our trades, I mean, 99.5% of our trades are winners. That's incredible. The only thing I cannot understand is the Bitcoin, because it does move so slow, and you cannot actually. People, they do say they can predict it, but they cannot. And believe it or not, a lot of money especially traders losing a lot of money on Bitcoin, because you cannot. It's impossible. It does move. Technical analysis does make absolutely no sense. Everything does absolutely make no sense. Clearly, it's faking moves. Today, for example, yeah, it did look bearish at some point, but so it did grab the liquidity from. Wait, let's just have a look. So CPI has been released. I mean, you cannot predict nothing. Cannot predict absolutely nothing here. So let's go to 15 minutes. So there is no way you can predict this thing, man. There is no way. So it did grab the liquidity from here. It did show basically that it's bearish. So many shorts has been entered here. Yeah, because theoretically it did break structure. It did literally touch its 97 area, 97,000. Now just drop it straight away. You definitely cannot understand, where the price is moving. It's impossible to understand where price moving. It's impossible to understand. Even if you want, even if you are experienced or whatever, it's impossible, because you do have liquidity here. You do have liquidity here. Liquidity here. Actually, no, this is a sweeper, because you do have liquidity here. No, also this liquidity has been taken from this one. No, I definitely cannot understand where price going. It's so complicated. I prefer, these coins, trade these coins, because I do understand and know where price actually is going. Now look, creating, a bearish on this area from a 15 minutes. But what do I do see here is that all these sellers will be stopped. All that sellers will be stopped, because they have to stop. They have to be stopped. Ratio, almost 0.3, almost. Crazy. That's exactly the perfect example why we do need to be very careful with our entries. These liquidity bins have not been taken yet. These are not buyers, this is sweeps. These are not real buyers. Mention. These are real buyers. And these are real buyers. These are sweeps. These ones are sellers which gonna be stopped at any moment or something. Yeah, because it does make sense. It cannot hit the stop losses from the moment, because a lot of eyes are on this coin right now. It pumps around 50%, 55%, or 100% in 2 days. It's something normal. All most of the accounts and most of the eyes are on this coin, because you're like, okay, now this, from the moment that it pumps so much, it's gonna drop now. Well, it's not like that, guys. It's not like that. This theory is absolutely false. And now it does. If it will continue like that, it's gonna create a nice liquidity at this area. Mm, no, let's see. Let's see because sellers here, liquidity here. So it does create liquidity in order to be met after. As the system, that's how it works. That's why you're confused. Why? Because it cannot touch or take profit straight away. It have to, especially if your target is the highest target, you have to be thinking like a business. Okay, that's fine. Our target is that, but we do need liquidity. We do need money in order to reach our target, right? That's exactly they're thinking. Why? Because it is a business model. It is always been a business model. They call you gambler because you don't understand. And it does feel like gambling, actually. Yes, if you don't understand something, you're like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine. It does feel like gambling." But after a point,
Angela
when
Ripper,
you
what are
start
you
to
doing?
understand
I've
and
come
you
to tell you
take
about
the
using
philosophy
energy
and you
flexibly, Albert.
think
Yes, smart
how
meter
they
readers
would
could get
move
an
the
order for
market,
moving their
then
energy,
it does
like
start make
doing
sense.
laundry at off-peak times.
So I don't need to do the splits.
No, Albert. Nobody wants to see that.
Get rewarded for using energy flexibly with a smart meter.
Clearly,
Search
guys,
Get a Smart Meter today.
Eligibility and availability vary. Consumer action required. Rewards
every
tariff schedule with
trade
selected customers
is
and
in front
selected
of your
suppliers.
eyes. Every trade. And the most important, every coin they do using psychology techniques. So they do create, these big pumps and all that stuff. So you're gonna feel that urgency. It is not necessary, especially when something moving so fast. You have to understand that the movement finish. Everything behind it is already happened. So even if you will jump into it fast as possible, you're gonna beat the exit liquidity. Why? Because in order for me to sell it to someone else have to buy it from me. And if there is not a lot of trades there, how have you ever catch yourself basically? You have, let's say, 1,000 FHE, and you try to sell it, especially on spot is happening this, on spot trading. It's hard, you press the button, but the position, your order is not filled. And sometimes it does take, because it happened to me, and it took me some days actually. So in order to be filled, of course, that was a losing thingy, but yeah, in order for you to sell, I have to buy it from you, because that's how it works. 2 hours for this trade, that's incredible, right? Yeah, but you say, okay, 2 hours for this trade. Yeah, but who make in 2 hours $200? Nobody. I mean, nobody. I mean, if I will go to work in a supermarket right now, they're gonna pay me 12 pound an hour, 12.50. So ask yourself, is it worth it? Answer gonna be definitely. Don't forget, sometimes it takes minutes, sometimes it takes hours, because that's how it works. That's how it should be, basically. Yeah, ratio is going higher, but before go after longs, you have to go after shorts first. So again, this sweeper to the liquidity from here and from here as well. And now this is a strong liquidity, which now we're gonna hit our take profits. These sellers will bring the reaction. We do waiting because yeah, now we're gonna hit take profit TP. Because all this is liquidity right now. Yes, all this is 100% liquidity, guys. Now we're gonna see higher high, and we waiting up here somewhere here. Wait, let's have a look where we are. Don't worry about it. It's not going down. 92.2. So our actual TP is slightly below here. So yeah, it went after this liquidity. Yeah, I think it has sideways, guys. Because look what it's doing here. It went after this liquidity. It went after this liquidity. That's again why it is very, very important. The entry. Doesn't matter the size. The entry is more important than the size. Because your entry will bring you the profits. Now the point to open, along here for this one, and it's the price, gonna bring it. Look at this. Oh man, this is incredible. Fantastic. Now we will see the explosion we're expecting. The explosion. I mean, whatever it's gonna give us, gonna give us. We just want our take profit to be hit. That's it. Again, here to remind you guys that the liquidity from this area has not been swept. You can see it clearly here. So it will come after that now. Beautiful. Yeah, this one gonna be a good one. This one gonna be a good one because you do see a massive liquidity here,
The
guys.
stage is set for Festival Trials Day, Saturday the 24th of January at Cheltenham Racecourse. 8 races, 8 trials. Your final chance to
And
watch
that's
the
gonna be
sports
our final,
protagonists who
basically.
battle at the home of jump racing before
Trans
the Cheltenham
ratio is
Festival.
going
Plus, fantastic on-course entertainment
is
and
on
live music after
0.31
racing.
now.
The perfect warm-up to the festival. Tickets from just £13 and under 18s go free. Plus, hospitality experiences available too. Go to cheltenham.co.uk to book
Or the
online.
possibility to take it sideways is massive. So look what happened now, yeah? It took the liquidity from here as well. Now it will go for stop losses at this area. If not, because here we should see that nice explosion we were waiting earlier. So the problem here, a lot of longs has been opened and the stop losses is literally here or here. But for this liquidity, look what happened. It grabbed, the stop losses here. Nice and simple, guys. No stress, no nothing. It's just, price is something normal. Take it a little bit sideways. As you can see, there is no support, there is no resistance, there is always liquidity. Yeah, it's gonna take it sideways. That's crazy. How it's doing it. Maybe it's expecting more sellers to jump in. If there are any sellers out there, please jump in so we will. And here is the point where the discipline coming first, because if you do not wait at this point, always, in this game you have to be patient. You have to be patient. Uh, Dash is going down, guys. It's going after liquidity now, after the launch. And believe me, there are lots. There is lots of liquidity to be taken from Dash. Oh my god, look at this liquidity here, man. Look at this liquidity here. Oh, this is liquidity, guys, which needs to be taken. So now it's gonna hit RTP. But I would love to see it going down now. I would love to see it going down. Because if it will go down, it's gonna reach this one. But it will not. You wanna see what's happening in 15-minute time frame? Oh, lower low, perfect, huh? Yeah, wait. Wait, all this is liquidity. There's no sweep, mate. It took only from here. It didn't. It took from here as well. Don't forget that 1 minute time frame, is more accurate and more important. No, it took nothing, man, because all of these are buyers. Now sellers stepping in. Should they worry at this point? Answer is no. Answer is no. Fantastic. With all that, all these people now here are sellers, are not buyers. So price it does showing that it will go down, but it will go to the opposite.
Angela Rippon, what are you doing here?
I've come to tell you about using energy flexibly, Albert.
Flexibly?
Let's
smart
see,
meter
let's see.
could get rewarded for moving their energy use, like doing the laundry at off-peak times.
So I don't need to do the splits?
No, Albert. Nobody wants to see that.
Get rewarded for using energy flexibly.
The funny
with a
thing is
smart
that this phase, they call it the cool off.
Eligibility and availability varies. Consumer action required.
This
Rewards
cool
points
off,
have its
it's
available
more
selected customers
sorts
to selected suppliers.
because they're not satisfied actually with the sellers. And now it does showing that price will go down. But what I don't like, the only thing I do not like is the ratio. was getting a bit high, higher than necessary. And we are still on profit, 125. Wow, we're doing fantastic job. So today we had 1, 2, and this one gonna be our third. Yeah, and this one gonna be our third. So as you can see, 3 trades, that's it. Yeah, as we spoke earlier, it's gonna take it sideways until ratio will drop it. Yes, and it does drop it slowly, slowly. Very good. The only thing I do want to see is 0.27. And the only thing I do want to see, and we are already in this trade 2 hours. So it found us that this liquidity, it didn't expect it. At least not yet. Maybe it tried to get more sellers. In this area is liquidity, guys. Now look how smart they are, yeah? They didn't took this liquidity. Why? Because they left it for later. They took it. No, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't took this liquidity. And you go to 15 minutes candle, and you're like, oh, it's crashing. Yeah, wait. How smart these people are, mate. So now here's the thing, we do see that people they don't react on this move, so it might drop it a little bit lower. Yeah, look. Look how close it was, right? It's incredible, huh? Guys, look at how close it was. That's how a trap look. Why? Because this liquidity is not for now. It's definitely not for now.
Mr. Q winning! Loser. Mr. Q Casino, that's just part of the game. Want to always win? Play a vending machine. You win, you love Q. You lose, you hate Q. Mr. Q, the casino you love to hate. And you'll love 100 free
Yes,
spins on
people
Big Bass Splash
do
First
react
deposit.
on this
Play at
move,
mrq.com or on the app. You get
but
80
not
plus
as
residential.
expected.
£10 first deposit, 10 plus
They
free
do
spins
need
must be
at
used
least
before 48 hours.
0.27.
T's and C's apply. Play safe.
Might keep it for a while there, but it will not. This liquidity is for later, it's not for now. They prefer. Look what they're doing, man. Yeah, and they took the liquidity from here. This is a nice big sweep. Yeah, so they took liquidity from here, liquidity from there. Just to let you know, guys, this liquidity is supposed not to be taken yet. This liquidity is supposed to be taken when price will reach one of these areas. Unfortunately, we don't have it here because the ratio start raising at this point. Somewhere here, I did make a move, but no, nothing much, not much. So what we might see, yeah, hopefully, price will come back down. More sellers gonna start coming, and because this theoretically is a structure for them, and when you know the structure will be broken, price will reach this area hopefully, and after it's one-way road to RTP. This is exactly what you see. It's not a big deal. You do see it as a support. I do see it as a liquidity. This liquidity is supposed not to be taken now, but a little bit later when price will reach one of these areas. And yeah, here we are. Does people react on it? Again, nothing. Crazy stuff. That's a good one. Take a while. Look what price is doing. That's incredible. Now it does create another liquidity because it did sweep this area. So it does need liquidity for later. Yes, sellers start stepping in. The market does recognize it. They are also, the market do recognize that not a lot of sellers are in. So what is doing, because it is not happy at all, because this area will be meet again. If this area we're gonna have rejection, we're closing a position and that's it. If it will continue, if for example from here, because now it's coming here, and you do see a nice liquidity here. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna break this one. If it's gonna bring it at this level, we close our trade because it's really pointless. And what we're gonna do is we're keeping our second open order because that's this area needs to be revisited. Alright, guys, we're going for higher high. Hmm, let's see. We're gonna squeeze the market tonight. Now look, guys, liquidity from here has been swept. If price will be rejected, and by rejected I mean from here. Here at this level you do see rejection, not on this one, because here it's something normal. The price is going after it. And also you do have this level as well need to be swept as well. Look how nice they create and they move in the market. Incredible.
The stage is set for Festival Trials Day, Saturday the 24th of January at Cheltenham Racecourse. 8 races, 8 trials. Your final chance to watch the sport's protagonists do battle at the home of jump racing before the Cheltenham Festival. Plus, fantastic on-course entertainment and live music after racing. The perfect warm-up to the festival. Tickets from just £13 and under 18s go free. Plus, hospitality experiences available too. Go to cheltenham.co.uk to book online now.
How sellers are doing? Fantastic. And now, guys, sellers are increasing 0.28. We do want, because the market sees that sellers are increasing through ratio. Yeah, what they're doing is they keep it a little bit there, and after, when the ratio will go back to 0.25 or whatever, then it's gonna reach our target. As you can see, the price stalled. That means that the market is ready slowly. fantastic, and 0.28 it's not enough.
This is my first time. I'm sorry. I thought you said it was beautiful. Everything's okay. The Hilton sale is now on, and thankfully it doesn't sound like this. Instead, our sales sound a bit more like this. Welcome back. With a warm welcome, spacious rooms, central locations, and up to 20% off your stay. You can swap chaos for comfort this winter. Book now at Hilton.com. Hilton, for the stay. Offer subject to availability across participating hotels. Terms and conditions apply.
Global shifts are redefining business. How can you stay ahead? Find the answers on our Think Ahead podcast.
Humans make mistakes. The generative AI can outperform and reach superhuman levels of performance. We get ourselves tied up in knots about, oh, we can't analyze the algorithm, when what we really need to do is analyze the output and compare it to how good humans would be at that task.
Stay informed and stay ahead with the Think Ahead podcast from London Business School.
We do see a slightly movement. Ratio is still the same. Fantastic. I don't know. My God, we are 3 hours in this room. No, he's gonna take it sideways, guys. So it's gonna be something like this. The worst position to be. That is the worst position to be. Oh, it's really bad. Sideways is not worth it, guys.
So, Emma's birthday. What are you wearing? I was thinking maybe a dress.
Now look, the entry
Now I'm
rates,
not for sure.
the funding
Just wear some
rate.
smart jeans and
So the funding rates
what was I saying?
is
Do you need to
going
get that?
higher slowly,
Seem a bit
slowly.
distracted?
That's exactly the
It's all
thing
pictures from
which
him.
I
I've only just met him and he
really
thinks it's
don't
okay to
want to
send me
put
naked
myself
pictures.
into it.
Sending her unwanted nudes is abuse. Enough. End violence
Now we
against
start
women and
paying
girls. See it for what it is.
trading fees.
Visit gov.uk
Why?
/
Because
enough.
that's how they do it.
Winning. Loser.
So what I'm gonna
Mr.
do
Q
is
Casino,
I'm
that's
gonna
just
close
not
in on my
the
day
game.
with
What's a better way to win?
2.6.
Play a vending machine. You win, you love Q. You lose, you hate Q. Mr.
I
Q,
will
the casino
close.
you love to hate. And you'll love 100 free spins on Big Bass Splash with your first deposit. Play at mrq.com or on the app. UK 18 plus residents only. Minimum £10 first deposit. 10p per spin. Free spins must be used within 48 hours of deposit. All winning paid in cash. T's and C's apply. Play safely.
And now it's gonna keep it there. Why? Because now it's going after this liquidity. It's just not worth it, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my take profit right here. Ah, very sure. Now this is exactly how you banning accounts, funding fee. So what I did is I did put my TP on this area 0.087, and the reason is they start increasing the funding rates because there are not a lot of sellers in order to push the price higher, and it's just not worth it. It's the worst situation you can find yourself. Of course, you will say to me, yeah, but you don't pay a lot of funding fees. Yeah, but why should I even pay them? So because the price is almost guaranteed, that it will visit this area and not this one, because it might continue more down. I mean, look what they're doing, man. And like that, they try to keep you in order for you to pay your fees. 0.056, it's a lot of funding fee, man. Yeah, we are done for today, man. It's just not worth it. Fantastic. Thank you guys for watching. This is exactly how we do it. The price will reach the top, but before reach the top, it have to take every single liquidity. So we I will close all my that one because
The stage is set for
the
Festival
funding
Trials
rates are
Day,
going
Saturday the
really
24th
high,
of January
and our
at
price
Cheltenham
what's
Racecourse.
gonna
8
happen
races,
here
8 trials. Your final chance to watch the
is
sport's
the price will
protagonists
continue
battle at the home of tub racing
sideways. Why?
before
In
the
order to
Cheltenham
get
Festival. Plus, fantastic
the
entertainment
liquidity
and
from
live
up, down,
music
up,
after the
down, up,
racing.
down.
The perfect warm-up to the festival.
It's gonna
Tickets
bring
from
it
just
back down
£13
here in
and
order
other
to grab the
18s go
liquidity,
free.
and
Plus,
after, but
hospitality
this area
experiences
will
available
be
soon. Go
revisited.
to
All right.
cheltenham.co.uk to
If
book online
anyone
now.
will go is thinking basically to go short,
I've come to tell you
don't
about
go.
using energy
It's gonna be a
flexibly now.
massive, massive,
Yes,
massive
the smart
mistake.
meter app is totally
All right,
rewarding for
guys.
moving
Thanks a
your
lot.
energy use.
And
Like
yeah, we
doing your
close the
laundry, for
position.
example.
The only
Save
reason
big
we
on
close the
energy.
position is the funding fees
Nobody wants to see that.
because it's not
It's
worth it
rewarding
basically to
using
pay
energy
them.
flexibly with a
All right,
smart
guys.
meter.
Thanks a lot. Thanks
First,
for
get a
watching.
smart meter
Have a good
today.
one.
Eligibility and availability vary. Consumer action required. Reward schemes and tariffs available to selected customers from selected suppliers.